What's up, everyone? It's been a long time, been a busy summer for us, and a lot has happened. So this video is going to be a lot. A lot of changes, a lot of updates, and as you can see, new shop. So let's get into it. So as you can probably see by the background here, this is not the old shop. The biggest change that's happened is we're at a new shop, new location. And I'll get into that in a minute, a little story behind that, and I'll get into that in a second. But basically the whole point of this video is I want to update you guys what's been going on, plans for the future, do a little shop walk around for anybody new on the channel, you know, kind of show the new shop, show the equipment, and kind of what plans are for the future and everything. So might be a little bit of a long video, a lot of me talking, but you know, figured you guys are probably curious what's been going on. So let's get into, you know, the season. Right now it's end of October, early November. So we just got done with our fall closing rush. We did about 350 pool closings, and it was busy. The whole pool season's been busy. We've been short-handed all season. We only had basically me, 2 full-time guys, and a part-timer this year. And we got it done, but that's why there's been a lack of videos, just because I've been so damn busy. The pool industry around here, there's not a lot of competition. So, you know, we get a lot of phone calls. There's about, in this probably 30-mile radius in this area here, southeastern Mass, maybe 10, 15 pool companies, not much. And there's pools in just about every backyard. So there is so much demand for work. We kind of got into the season, was, you know, going crazy trying to find help. Had a few high school kids during the summer, which helped, but just kind of got to the point where just like, you know, we're just going to get it done with what we got. We'll do what we can handle, and that's it. So that's kind of where the lack of videos comes. We were just focused on making the money, getting pool work done. And we had a great season. I'm not complaining at all about it. We did really good so far, best year on record. Every year we've been getting better and better and better. So no complaints. Just been really busy and no time for videos. So that's kind of to explain that where we've been. To get into the shop, so back in August, might even been the end of July at this point, it was a while ago. So we found out we had to be out of the old location by, I think, mid-September. I forget the exact date. It was a while ago now. So it was kind of bad timing for us because we start our pool closing rush early September. This year it actually started a little earlier because it was such a wet, rainy, cold summer. You know, people wanted to close their pools early. So we kind of got lucky. We got really lucky, I should say. Not to get into details or anything, but the place we're at, we're still McLeod Landscape, and you can't see him. He's still our neighbor. Fell on, you know, a good spot here. That's all the details I'm going to get into, but we're still neighbors. We're still working together on a lot of projects, which is perfect. So new shop's a little bit bigger. Actually, a lot bigger. I actually just moved everything around this morning. We had it arranged a whole different way. Basically what happened is we had to be out of the old shop. We didn't want to pay, you know, all of September's rent, you know, to be there for a couple weeks, and just, we were going to be so busy with pool closings at that point. We literally just moved everything down here real quick and went right into pool closing season. And honestly, Thursday of this week, so today's Saturday, 2 days ago was the first day I actually had a shop day where I wasn't out closing pools, that I could actually spend some time down here working, moving stuff around. We literally just dropped everything into places and just, you know, went on to closing pools. I just moved everything around. We're still trying to figure out what works, and let me show you guys a little bit what I'm talking about. So originally I had the trucks all lined up in this area, and then this was kind of open space. I actually just went ahead a few hours ago and swapped everything. I think this is going to work out a lot better. More space, a lot easier to back, you know, trucks and trailers up and all that stuff. So but we definitely have a lot more room here than we did at the old shop, which is awesome. As you can see, so we got our shipping container. We obviously don't have a garage, so we're working with what we got, you know. So we have a 20-foot shipping container here that we have a lot of our stuff in. I'm actually getting another one of those, so we'll have 2 of them, which would be awesome. Right now we have a storage unit that we put a lot of our stuff in, but so we're gonna have a second container, which is gonna be great. We also have our equipment trailer that has a lot of our tools and stuff in it, but I think the plan is to put the other container right here where the spreaders are, have a little bit of a gap in between, and make some sort of temporary roof over, so that we have like a little extra, you know, storage space for extra stuff, or if we have to work on something that's raining, you know, we got room. I think that's the game plan right now. But like I said, we might even move stuff, who knows. We just, like I said, dropped dropped everything. We're right in the pool closing season. Didn't even have time to like really think. So as you see, we got the storage unit, still the storage container, all the snow equipment. For those new to the channel, I've made a bunch of videos on our snow equipment. Nothing fancy, we keep it basic here. The region we're in, and I'll make a whole separate video on snow. The region we're in southeastern Massachusetts, and the last couple of winters have barely gotten any snow. I think last year we had less than 10 inches, the year before maybe 30. We got a little bit that one. We haven't been getting big snowstorms at all. So we run just very basic equipment. We got a polycaster, 1.5 yard polycaster, 1 yard Boss. Like I said, I'll make a separate video when all the stuff's on the trucks for those who haven't seen it. But and then we just got Fisher straight blade plows, snow bucket obviously for the removal for the machines. I'll get to the machines in a second. But that's it, nothing fancy. We don't have any V plows, any wing plows, nothing like that. If we had more snow and snow was a full-time thing around here, absolutely would upgrade. But at this point, I've said it in all of our videos. The camera died on that one. I wasn't watching the battery. What I was saying about the plows is snow, we don't get a lot of snow here. All of our snow equipment's been paid off for years. I don't really believe in buying new stuff every year just to plow 10 inches of snow. Obviously if we had a lot more snow, we'd have a lot more fancier equipment. But at the end of the day, and I say this in every single snow video, we're a pool service company. We just do snow just to stay busy and make a few extra bucks during the winter. So I'll get into all the snow stuff and our philosophy on that. That's later down the road. We obviously got a couple more weeks till we even start thinking of snow. But while we're on that topic though, everything is down, out of storage, ready to be gone through. We'll be going through the plows, we'll be going through the spreaders, hooking everything up, making sure everything works, maintenance on everything. We do that every single fall. That's gonna be coming up probably in the next couple weeks. So that's on the to-do list. So that brings us to the skid steers. We have 2 of them. The Bobcat here is an older unit. This is more of our yard and shop machine. We use this for anything around here, moving stuff around, specifically for the winter for loading salt. We have a salt pile, which we're still figuring out logistics, but I think we're gonna have a salt pile somewhere in this yard this year. And like I said, still figuring that out. But we use this to load salt. It's basically a salt machine in the winter and a yard machine just to move stuff around and do stuff around here in the summer. The Cat 246D here. This is our newer snow machine. This is used at one of our bigger clients' parking lots for plowing. It is a wheeled machine. We don't do a lot of dirt work with it. It's kind of why it's a tired machine. It's mostly for snow. It's 99% for snow. We've done a few dirt jobs, but nothing crazy. But that's what we use for the snow. It's a 2019 Cat 246D. I want to say it's got about 600 hours on it now. Not much at all. We bought it with like 550, so we barely put any hours on it. Nice machine. I mean, I would love to get a track machine at some point. We bought this one used. Got a really good deal on it during COVID. Worked out great for us. But no complaints. Like I said, it's mostly for snow. That's why it's a tire machine. If it was more of a dirt machine, we'd have tracks. But this is just mostly a plowing unit. But you'll see videos of that plowing at the one of our bigger clients' parking lots. So to get into trucks and stuff like that, for those of you who obviously watch these videos, you know all what everything is. But I kind of got them in chronological order to give a little background history on the company too. We have pretty much an all Ford lineup minus our van down there. We have 2 F-250 trucks, an F-350 dump truck, and then we have a Ram ProMaster service van we picked up 2 years ago, which has been awesome. So to get into the trucks real quick, there's actually one truck that's not here that started the company. I have a Ford Ranger. It's a 2006 Ford Ranger. So that'd be sitting here if it was chronologically. But it still runs, still on the road, just not here at the shop. I don't even know if I've ever shown it in any of the videos, but she's still hanging in there. This is a 2016 Ford F-250. This is my daily driver, truck number 3. The way I number my trucks, people have asked this question before. It's the order I've bought, the number truck I've owned. So my first truck in high school would be number 1. My Ford Ranger was number 2. This is my third truck, so 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then obviously if we get anything new in the future, that'd be 7, 8, 9. That's how I do it. I just kind of think it'd be cool, you know, when I'm retired and older, you know, see what truck number we're up to, you know, 20 or 30, who knows. We'll see. But that's just how I do my numbers, if anybody was ever curious about that. But truck number 3, 2016 Ford F250. It's a gas truck. Everything I own is gas. I'll get into that, you know, too, at some point. But gas truck, this gets one of the plows. This is probably not going to be plowing this winter. We didn't use it last winter. We kind of let it sit. It's getting up there in miles. Still runs great. We've done a lot of work to it this year. New brakes, new tires, new shocks. Truck runs awesome for about 150,000 miles. But we've been kind of letting it rest in the winter and using it as a backup plow truck. So this will have a plow on it and be staged, but probably won't be plowing unless we need it. But this is kind of my daily driver. The next truck here, truck number 4, is a 2017 F250. So those who know Ford trucks, they switch the models between the 2 years. So this is a 16, that's a 17. Completely different everything. Honestly, if you could combine these two trucks together, you'd have an awesome truck. I love this truck, but this one, the engine in this thing is unbelievable. It's like a car. Definitely a rougher ride though. You'll hear in some of the videos, if you go back and watch, you can hear it rattling like crazy. But this one's a 2017 F250. This one gets the Boss 1-yard spreader in the back in snow season, which is the red one. So perfect little unit for this truck. You can leave the toolbox in, still have plenty of room. And then obviously it gets a one of the Fisher plows. This one gets an 8-footer. This over here is our dump truck, truck number 5. This is a 2019 F350. Again, it's gas. Everything we own is gas. This one gets a 9-foot plow, and this one gets the Fisher Polycaster, the bigger spreader in the back. I didn't show it earlier. We're having some issues with some of the lights. It's going in the shop probably, hopefully Monday. We got some issues with some body lights going out and stuff like that. So I just don't have time and don't have the patience to chase it. So we're gonna have to get that looked at before. We do need this truck for a couple jobs this upcoming week. So that's kind of our dump truck. We use this a lot for like construction related jobs, obviously snow plowing, but we do a lot of like above ground pool work or pool liners where we need to haul in sand. This week we got a pool removal job that we're doing, an above ground pool removal, so we'll haul the pool out. Got to bring in some material to make it a yard space. We do a lot of like pool deck, you know, underground plumbing work, so we have to cut up pool decks, so we have to put the concrete and haul it out. So very useful truck, especially in the summer when we're really busy with bigger jobs and projects. We'll be using this quite a bit in the next couple of weeks, some big jobs coming up. That's obviously our dump truck, and then we got our service van over here. This one's also 2019. It's a Ram ProMaster City. It's a very small unit, but I wasn't sure how I felt about this thing until this year. It was giving us a little bit of issues last. You probably, for those who've been watching the channel for a while, probably remember it was dead last winter. So we had an issue where the alternator died, or the alternator went, it died, and there was all sorts of issues going on. We've since resolved it, and it's been running awesome since. No issues whatsoever. But great little unit for a service. Very good on gas. Gets like 25, 26 miles to a gallon. Literally about 40 bucks to fill this thing a week. So this thing drives every single day. I've saved so much on gas using this versus, you know, one of the bigger trucks. But I'll show you inside. It's a little bit of a mess, but got all our tools in there. Like I said, it's a little small. I'd like to get the bigger, you know, the bigger ProMaster at some point, but we got some shelves in here. We got all pool clothes and stuff in there now. You see, you got our antifreeze, our blowers, stuff like that. So why is this like that? These damn GoPros having issues. Sorry about that. I had to cut that. Anyways, got all our clothes and stuff in here. Great little service unit. I got our nets, brushes, got a pipe and poles in there. Put all our repair stuff on the shelf. So nice little unit. Like I said, saves on gas like crazy. Probably eventually get a bigger one, you know, either Ford Transit or I don't know. We'll figure that out in the future. So that's it for vehicles. We got trailers now. We got our equipment trailer. It's a 7x14 Cam Superline. And then we got our equipment trailer over here that's used for mostly construction jobs and bigger stuff. It's a Hallmark Passport 7x14, I think. A little bit of a mess right now just because there's so much crap. We got a big job this week. You can see we got all sorts of plumbing stuff all that stuff. I'll go through this thing at some point. I've never really made a video on it on the channel, but we got pipe fittings, all this stuff just came in on an order, so we got to put that away, all of our tools. So we'll do a separate video on the trailer at another point. But that's basically our equipment, kind of all our tools, stuff like that. Anytime we're doing a big job, renovation, liner, that comes with us. It's basically a shop on wheels. So that's about it for equipment. I don't know if I'm missing anything, but kind of just give you guys a quick overview of the new shop. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to be our final layout yet, having the trucks this way or that way. We're still trying to figure out how to put stuff and how it's going to work. Like I said, I had originally everything a whole different way before this. I just moved everything here, and you know, I kind of like this setup a little bit. So we'll see. But over the next couple of weeks, that kind of brings me to the next point. We do have a lot of bigger jobs starting in the next couple of weeks, so we're in November now. Well, couple days, but we have, hopefully the weather stays good. Last year we got almost to mid-December until it really got cold, but we got a couple big jobs coming up that I'm hoping I can actually film. I dropped the ball this summer, I'll completely admit it, but you know, at the end of the day, we have 6 months to make all our money, and you know, it's just, I don't have time to pick up a camera and walk around and make videos and edit them and stuff like that. So there's a couple of videos out on the channel from the summer, but it was just not much. So I'm hoping that I can get back to doing either weekly videos, kind of like we did the last couple of years, where, you know, working at the shop, or if we're plowing, or, you know, like next couple weeks we got a pool removal we're going to be doing. We got a couple underground plumbing replacement jobs, stuff like that. So I'm hoping that I can get, you know, some footage of those jobs and get, you know, keep the videos coming like I did in the past, and kind of bring the channel back back to life. So I do appreciate everybody who's kind of stuck along, keeps following. I know it's been a boring summer with nothing, but you know, we're back, we're still here. I know a lot of you, I say, and everybody will go over to our Instagram, follow that. I do post a lot more on there, so those who do follow on Instagram probably have seen that we've moved the shop and, you know, what's been going on a little bit. So, but there'll be more videos to come. This, like I said, was just kind of a quick shop walk around, you know, stuff like that, you know, kind of update video. So if there's anything you guys want to see in future videos, questions, all that stuff, put it in the comments, message me, you know, we'll figure it out and get some videos out. There's gonna be a lot going on in the next couple of weeks. Like I said, we still got some pool work to do. We're in November. Granted, it's 80 degrees out today, but I think the weather's going to start going downhill. So we got 4 or 5 decent sized pool jobs we get done, hopefully before Thanksgiving. In the middle of all that, at some point, probably within the next 2 weeks, maybe 3, I'd say the next 2 weeks, we got to get the snow stuff at least checked out. You know, God forbid we have a freak snowstorm. You know, you never know. Usually it doesn't happen, but there's been a couple of years where there's been a freak storm. So we're probably going to spend a day and get everything figured out there, just to make sure, you know, everything works. Not necessarily do maintenance just yet, but, you know, get everything hooked up just in case we have to go. No, I'm not saying put it in the trucks, just like, you know, literally make sure everything works. If there's any issues, you know, make a list of what to do. And then obviously we'll do the maintenance on the stuff before the season. Snow stuff I'll get into in different videos. You know, our plans for this winter, all that stuff. That'll be a whole different video. Still actively working on that stuff. But at the end of the day, there's a couple more weeks left of pool season, and then we're going to make the transition over to snow stuff. So I know a lot of people on this channel don't really watch the pool stuff. You can see that in the numbers. You know, I get thousands of views on a plowing video. I get hundreds of views on anything pool related, which is unfortunate, because some of the pool stuff I do take a lot of time to make those videos and no one even watches them. But whatever, it is what it is. But anyways, that's kind of the game plan. You know, we'll have some, you know, work on getting plows and stuff hooked up. I'll go through our whole plan for snow season. You know, we got maintenance on the trucks we got to do. Just about every truck has something that needs, you know, to be done. Like I said, this one's got a wiring issue. This I'm not even going to deal with. It's going right to the shop to do that. I don't even want to deal with it. But we got to get, like, you know, all the floodlights and stuff for plowing, make sure they all work. Strobe lights, you know, all plowing stuff, make sure they work. I can tell you right now, I know some of the lights on that truck are out. I think this one works, but I want to add, you know, we obviously got the lights in the back of the spreader. I want to add some new ones. I don't know if these work. I haven't tested them in a while. So there's some stuff we got to do on the trucks to get them ready for snow. We got oil changes to do, tons of maintenance, and then, like I said, the plows and the equipment as well. So we got some work to do. And then, like I said, we got some cool pool projects coming up. So Gonna be a busy couple weeks, but it's slow enough now where I can actually breathe and actually make some videos. So I'm gonna do my best to keep some content coming. So next video coming up will probably be the pool removal. If you watch this video all the way out, you'll transition right into the next one. So that project, basically what we're doing, we're taking out, it's a 24-foot round above ground pool with a deck. It's an all metal deck. We're taking all that out, demoing it all, getting rid of it, and then in place of where the pool was in the pool area. It's not a huge area, but it's probably a good, you know, I don't know, 30 by 50 squared off area. We want to grade all the sand out from where the base of the pool was, and they want to bring in, you know, loam and topsoil and kind of just spread it out and rake it all. We did a similar project back at the beginning of the season, so that'd be a good little video. And then after that, weather this week's going to be a big factor too. We got rain coming in, story of the whole summer here, but if it don't rain, we got another little underground plumbing job to do. I got to cut the pool deck, hook some new lines up, do some plumbing at the filter. We got a really big one of those type of projects after that one, which is probably gonna be almost a full week job. About a 150-foot trench we're gonna have to dig, about 50 feet of pool deck we're gonna have to cut out. So that one's gonna be a pretty big one. In talks with another customer of a possible, basically the same exact job, just even bigger, where we're doing all the lines in the pool, so return lines, skimmer lines. We're talking about 250 feet of trenching and cutting. So a couple of big projects possibly coming up. Still got some closings to do, got some service calls to do, a little bit of everything still going on, which is awesome. So as long as the weather stays good. But I'm done talking. I'm gonna end the video here. I know this was a long, probably story time, boring one, but I just wanted to update everybody. So if you watched all the way out to this point, I appreciate it. We're back. We're gonna hopefully keep the videos coming. They may not be every week right away, but you know, over the winter as we slow down, you'll start seeing more and more of them. So appreciate you guys watching. Definitely go check out the next video after this one. Like I said, gonna segue right into it right now. See you guys.